Okay, welcome back to Rimworld, Road to Royalty. Yeah, so kind of just picked an arbitrary point here to record again, but a lot has happened. Many things have happened. I played a lot. In fact, this is not even the same playthrough. I played the playthrough that we were on a lot. I think we were like 8 years in or something like that. I actually had moved my base in that playthrough out of necessity because there was a bug infestation that just got... You just can't. So I moved, and I set up, and I had a big old base, and I was there for a long time. And I had a big colony, actually. It was like one of the biggest colonies I've ever had. Because the two youngins just kept having kids. And then they had like twins at one point. And I actually lost a kid to like the flu or something. Either plague, It was just, there was a lot. It was a lot. And I was ranching. And I had just an obscene amount of animals. That I had at one point in my storage 12,000 meat, which is more meat than anyone needs, especially because you can't freeze it. But eventually I had to just give up on that one. The reason I gave up was because I finally was getting some raids that were just dumb. I got raided by like 100 and it was like 120 or something tribals, and just like I don't have anything. What do I have to deal with that many tribals? You know, I dealt with a lot of bad shit through some pretty cheesy stuff, because I had some Idakins. Like, one of the colonists was an Idakin, and then she had a bunch of kids who were also, like, part Idakin. And they have an innate ability that lets them basically cause an animal on the map to go berserk against your enemies. So I actually use that a lot to cheese some shit. But yeah, at a certain point, it was just like... And also, my game just slowed to a fucking crawl during that final raid. Nothing. Just couldn't do anything. Like, it was like 1 frame a second. It was, yeah. So I was like, okay, that's pretty shit. The other thing, it wasn't really a reason that I switched, although I had been thinking that something was up. And so when I decided to switch, I was like, let me see if there's something to this. And that was the research and everything, and like the tech that was available to me and what I was researching. Because I was missing a lot of things that I felt I should have at that point in the game that I was just not getting. And it turned out that I was kind of missing a key mod to go in with all this setup. A lot of this list is sort of set up by a guy named Fernie on the Steam Workshop, who has made some custom mods to sort of tie all this kind of stuff together, where you start from, nothing, the tribal animal start, and you progress through. And so I was actually missing a mod called, God, what was it called? It was like a really... It was Progression Production was what I was missing. And this one was pretty important. Because this... it moved a bunch of stuff into the Neolithic tier, which was quite important. It also added a lot of research projects for Medieval Overhaul that were important. It adds a lot more to Neolithic specifically, which was where I was just drowning in nothing. It was, yeah, so a really important one if you're going to do this is he's got several mods that are progression, and I had some of them, including progression core, which was kind of the most important one, but I didn't seem to notice progression production. So that was bad. I also then removed some other mods, added some other mods. One thing that I removed entirely was bugs. I don't want to fight bugs as a medieval or Neolithic tribe. It's just not fair, and it's not very fun. So, I just removed all bugs from the game. Job done. And it's been more enjoyable without them. If I wasn't playing Combat Extended, maybe, but with Combat Extended in place, you get hit with megapedes and stuff, and it's so difficult. I mean, you pretty much have to rely on, like, stick bombs and stuff, but that would mean that I have to get chem fuel, and depending on how I'm operating, that's not really viable. I don't know, it's just really tricky and dumb, so I just left out bugs. Some of the things I added, though, were like I was having a lot of kids, and I was really noticing some deficiencies, because there's no way to teach your kids stuff. Normally, if you play just like Crash Landed, if you play Industrial, whatever, you get a school desk, and you pop it down, and then you can have lessons with the kids, and teach them, and that really boosts up their learning score. But if you are playing Medieval only, that's not an option. Or Neolithic, that's not an option. So I added Neolithic blackboards and school desks, just made out of like stone, and like out of the Flintstones kind of thing. So that has been a big boon, because kids are they're rough. I mean, because it's such a big time investment for your colony and for like the mother and stuff, if you're breastfeeding and all that. And they really, if you want them to be the best adult they can be, they basically can't do anything for years. I mean, Tiffy is about to become an adult, and it feels like she's been a child my entire lifetime. You know, like, it's just been an eternity. But if you invest in kids and make sure their learning is maxed out every step of the way, and they have all the good growth tiers, like, they will become your best colonists, because you get to pick just all the best shit. You know, you get to pick exactly the passions you want, pretty much, and you get to pick like the best traits you can pick. So like Tiffy is about to have another growth period. But she's already got passion in shooting, crafting, intellectual, and she's got talent trader, which is pretty good. She actually got screwed a little bit more because I didn't add the blackboard mod until like past her first growth period. That was when I was like, this is fucked. There's got to be a mod for this. Whereas Man, the younger one now, who's just turned 7, he's got melee, crafting, medical, talent, copycat, so global learning factor plus 15%, and academian, intellectual plus 4, medical plus 4, medical 10 quality plus 20%. And you'll notice like his skills are not slacking. You know, he's already got medical 4, intellectual 4, social 4, melee 4. You know, she's got a smattering of skills. Cooking almost at 5. Social is over 7 already with her. So yeah, and the final growth period should be really good, because she's gonna get 3 more passions from 6 options and another trait from 6 options. So this colony then, I actually started with Morg again. Randomly, when I was shuffling names, Morg came up, and I was like, all right, perfect. We'll just do that. I didn't get Retsich as the free wild man person at the start. Obviously, that would be astronomical. It was some guy named Tony, but I just changed him to Retsich because it felt appropriate. And they are married, of course, and they have had kids. So Tiffy and Man are their kids. Then we got Humps shortly later, who is fine. He's mostly construction, which is unfortunate because that's mostly what Morg is. So I wouldn't have picked him, but he was my third colonist. I took what I got. He's mostly been doing like animals, some plants and stuff, but yeah. Then we got Triol later on, who is our primary cook. It's mostly what he does. Also does some plant stuff. And then just recently I actually did a quest where I went to help out an ally with like an attack in order to get Theasis, who is a Minotaur. And he's fucking beefcake. 12 shooting, 12 melee. He's good at mining. He's got talent Tailor, which gives him +4 crafting and +10% tailoring speed. And I was really in need of a crafter, so I was just like, all right, fine. He'll be a crafter pretty much permanently until he needs to kill something. Because he's also got trigger happy, and he's got tough sinews, so he can use oversized weapon, like the giant-sized weapons. So, yeah, he's pretty good. Also, he can lactate for some reason. I don't know. Right. So, I actually started this run up here. It was like... No, it was here, yeah. Abandoned settlement. It was here. This is where I started, in the Dark Forest. I was like, oh yeah, that sounds fun. Yeah. I did not look to see the temperature when I picked. I was just like, yeah, that looks like a good map, and it's a dark forest. That'll be fun. It was very cold. The first winter was fucking brutal. The only reason I survived was because I happened to very quickly get mining, and I was able to dig into the side of the mountain, and then whether I should have had it or not, I had the animal flap. I think I'm supposed to have it because I got animal handling. So I got the animal flap, and I had rawhide. So I was able to put up an animal flap to sort of close off the little mine tunnel. And that allowed me to have a hot room to survive in. Because otherwise, I mean, it was brutal. And so I said, fuck that. I'm not 20 days. Like, it's just, it would have been a really brutal start. So we packed up everything and we moved down to the Temperate Golden Forest. So the Golden mod is very much based on Altus from Elden Ring. Like, it's not subtle about it. That's what it's meant to be. So it's really meant to be like this sort of golden land with a lot of, like, everything is just fucking golden. And there's a lot of, like, golden berry bushes and gold heel roots, things like that. And occasionally there will be, like, golden creatures that come in, like the Goldilocks, which is this very difficult to tame bison sort of creature that produces gold wool, which you can actually forge gold from, or you can gift it to the tribute collectors by itself. So I'm hoping to get one of those, but I don't really have an animal person at the moment. Also, there are rune bears that appear once in a while, which are apparently have very good drops if you kill them. But yeah, one showed up shortly after I arrived, and I was obviously not ready. So it's a very pretty land. The temperature is not like perfect. The winters do get a little rough, but it's not really that bad, and it's been pretty, like, these animals, I don't have to do anything, and they'll survive through the winter. So that's usually a good signal that it's not too harsh, unless you get a cold snap. So yeah, it's been pretty nice. And some of the other mods that I installed were combat readiness check, which base your wealth for calculating raids, specifically just off of your weapons and armor and things like that. So it doesn't calculate like your animal wealth for if something raids you or how much they raid you with. It just calculates your defenses, your weapons and armor and things like that. It is very much a non-vanilla kind of mod. But like I said, the last playthrough, I was just getting hammered because I had so many animals. My wealth was obscene. And I just was like, I don't want this. So I threw in combat readiness check, and I think it's maybe a little too much. Maybe I should tweak it because we're about to go into the 4th year. I have not gotten raided a single time. Now, I am playing with Storyteller of Ariadne Archduchess. Bad events every time your wealth goes up by 5,000. And my current wealth is 58k. So I should have gotten 11 bad events. I would say that's about right because I've had a lot of diseases. And it seems like in lieu of having any value in sending raids, because the combat readiness check is just like, this guy has nothing, so we're not going to send him raids. She just resorts to diseases. And they have been bad. They have been real bad. I have actually had to use character editor multiple times just to like, just to like slide back down the disease progression, because it's like I didn't want to reload a save and go back in hope that I didn't get infected. So yeah, fuck it. I mean, I still had to spend a lot of medicine and stuff like that, and people were still like down and out for a while, but I just didn't want to have them die because of that shit. But it's like, what other bad events can there really be, I guess? It's diseases or raids, really. I wouldn't mind like one raid or something like that. But now I've actually gotten smithing, so I can smelt ore into ingots, and I have an anvil. I can make armor and weapons and stuff. So now I think we're gonna start to see some shit. And I'm researching siege equipment so we can actually get like a fucking ballista. And you'll notice that this was what I wanted, pretty much. We have a giant river, and I've built a big bridge across it and stuff. And I haven't gotten raided, so I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know if somebody that comes in here is going to go all the way around past the water through the bridge rather than just try to break through the door here. I don't know. We'll see. Another mod that I have installed, which I still have not seen it work, is CAI, which is, let's see, it's CAI 5000 Advanced AI and Fog of War. It's a mod that gets brought up from time to time with Combat Extended, like in the Discord and stuff, because it's meant to, sort of like Rampant for Factorio, it's meant to redo the enemy AI and how they approach your base, and it's meant to make them much more intelligent, and they won't just corral themselves into your kill box and stuff. I've been wary of it because I'm not very good at the game and I like kill boxes, but I figured this time I'm not using one, even though that bridge is sort of a kill box. So I wanted to see how it works. Alright, 3 skills for Tiffy to increase her passion for. Well, we could go all the way in on intellectual to make it a double passion, which Yes. Then I have 2 really good researchers. I think man already has medical kind of covered, so we'll skip that. We don't need construction. We'll go social, and yeah, you know what? I'll go artistic. Why not? Okay, and then choose a trait. So I get one of these. So we can get herder, which would increase our animal skill, but we have no passion for it, so it's a little iffy. And I don't know if that's going to overwrite trader, because I'd rather not. Tough and super immune, so these both came from Mangg, because I gave those to him at the start, of course. Super immune is probably what we're going to pick. Night Owl doesn't, meh. Kind, meh. Brawler, nah, we're trying to make her a shooter. So, yeah, I think super immune is the one to go with. And then we have to pick 4 aspirations. Achieving them will increase their mental break threshold. And if all aspirations are fulfilled, Tiffy will undergo another growth moment. Obviously, these are kind of impossible. Some of these. Make Gunkan Maki, maybe. Connect with a Garalin tree, maybe. Earn a cornerstone, yes. Visit an ocular forest, maybe. I mean, they're out there, I guess. Change xenotype, I don't think I can really do that. Well, I guess if you get infected with like a lichen or a sangophage, yes. And then destroy an insect hive, impossible because we removed all bugs. Okay. So she is now an adult. She has adult capabilities, which is good because we always need more people to do shit. That was the other thing with that last playthrough. I built my base bigger than this. I mean, it was pretty big. I have never ran like a less effective base as far as the amount of shit that got done on any given day was minimal. Drastically fucking minimal. Like, travel time was exceptional, and I don't know, there was just something about... Well, another mod that I added was that these torches don't require fuel. Because if you're running medieval only, that's your only lighting, is those torches. And you will have to have multiple characters dedicated to just refueling stuff. I mean, I have to have a character dedicated to refueling stuff just for other stuff. Like passive coolers and, everything runs on fuel. Your stove, and you gotta empty out the latrine, and you gotta refill your drying racks, and there's just a lot of shit. So I got a mod that just removed the fuel. Or I don't even know if it was a mod. I think it was a setting in Medieval Overhaul. Let's see. You can make drugs. I guess you could craft at some point. I did give you passion. Mostly, I guess we want you to research. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, for our animals, we have silver sheep, which just came in and, like, self-tamed. So, and I happened to get a pair of them, so they've just kind of bred. And then at the very start, they came in and self-tamed these tox sheep. So I have 2 different types of sheep. I have a lot of wool, which has been nice. I can't complain. They don't produce milk, but it's alright. I don't really need milk. And then I also tamed a muffalo because I wanted to do... I needed a pack animal to carry shit. Because we're trying to trade, and we want to get in good with the senators of the sort of classical empire, the republics, yeah. So we want to get in good with the senators because you get a lot of very nice benefits, and you get big discounts on the republic research stuff. And there's two ways to gain the favor of the senators. One is to do a quest for them, and the second is to bribe them. But the only way to do that is to go to one of their settlements. But it's nice to just go there and sell a bunch of shit, you know, rather than waiting for a merchant to come to you, which, by the way, I have yet to have a merchant come to me. Something might be broken. I've gotten the collectors a bunch. I have gotten those multiple times. I have yet to get a merchant, and I have yet to get a raid, so I don't know what's going on with all that. But you can just go to another settlement, which is partly why I picked this spot, because it's right near this Eastern Republic spot. We're also nearby this... I think this is the Fae. So we could trade with them, too. That's the Bone Reapers, so can't trade with them. House Hess we're not friends with. Samoges we are neutral with, so we could trade with them. Whatever Samoges is. It's a Minotaur tribe. Okay. But yeah, this one's the most important because of the senator benefits. So I was actually planning on making another trip there, and I'd like to get the Republic road making or road shaping to build a road between us, because then it'll be really fast. Because I have a decent number of things to sell. I have a lot of wool that I could be making into products, like togas. This has a value of 196, so it's not terrible. There's probably better things I could make with it, but I figure they like the togas over there. And then I also have just like a shit ton of rawhide because I butcher a lot of animals. I also have a lot of bone. So, yeah, I think once winter's over, I'm going to be making another trip over there with Morg to just trade some stuff, because he also has Talent Trader. It's plus 10% trade price improvement. Those talents are from the mod Medieval Talents, which is pretty nice. It's definitely a thing that just makes the game easier, because everyone gets one of these and they all just are good. There's no downside. They even have a permanent mood effect attached to them for some reason. Right, so let's see what else to talk about. Food preservation. So you can't freeze stuff. You know, we had these things, the storage pits. These refrigerate items, which is nice. And I think that is nice. And I think that's where you'd probably want to draw the line. I also have a stone cellar, which can hold 175 stacks, which is just obscene. And it also refrigerates. But for freezing, there is an option. And it actually is available to me, and that's the large passive cooler from Vanilla Expanded. And this will actually freeze a room. I'm not using it because, frankly, I think it's just a little cheap. It just sort of defeats the whole sort of, you know, project. Like, it defeats the purpose of everything. If you can just freeze stuff just like you normally would, then it nullifies a lot of the interesting aspects of playing medieval only. So they put it in, but they put it in because I'm sure there are people that are like, why can't I can't play medieval because I can't freeze stuff, and it's but yeah, I think if you want to do medieval only, you're better off not using it. Now heat stones I do like to use. I haven't built any yet, but I do like to use those. Because that doesn't seem as game breaking. I mean, I have campfires in here, which do heat the room, but it heats it a little too much, so they get the mood debuff from sleeping in the heat. I mean, obviously not a big deal. We're in very high spirits here, but yeah. So we have these where you can refrigerate, and we have drying racks so you can dry meat. There's two versions of this. This is from Medieval Overhaul. So this produces, I don't know if I have any. No, I just built these. So this will produce dried meat, which I think lasts for like a year. So that's pretty good. I think maybe a year when it's refrigerated. Maybe it's like 30 days or something, not out in the open. So that's pretty good. And then there's the one from Vanilla Expanded, which I have not researched. And that produces jerky, which lasts forever. So between those two, I mean, yeah. And then like veggies, vegetarian products typically have a very long lifespan as it is, especially if you refrigerate it down here. So yeah, it's not really that big of a deal to not be able to freeze stuff. Yeah, okay, so that's that. What else? It's kind of it, really. My base design here is, I wanted to like have the town center kind of design where I put the well and growing flowers around it. I've seen, this isn't great. I mean, I've seen so many images online of people's bases that just are incredible, stupendous. But, it's my design and it works for me. An iron heavy mace is not so hot, so I mean, it's okay, I guess. 6.3 blunt is not terrible. Yeah, I guess it's not terrible. The fact that this axe has higher blunt penetration, explain that to me. Explain that to me. Anyways. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. It's been a really mostly easy playthrough outside of a few diseases. And it's just kind of been enjoyable to just build up my little medieval colony. I'm hoping that once I, get some more of these weapons and armor going, get my wealth up more, and build like ballistas here, we might actually get to see a raid. And I'd like to get a raid in this video. I think that would be nice. Because I don't know what'll happen. I don't know how damaging it's gonna be or anything like that. Why are you starving? Why is no one cooking? Oh, because I have no... Right. Yeah, so I have been slacking on... It's because I just keep building. And I prioritize building over growing, so it's been problematic. I do have a large oven here. I built this not realizing that there was a normal sized oven, which was fun. So the large oven, you can bake 100 bread at once, which is pretty awesome. I think it lasts like 8 days, but it is a lot of flour. I think that's like 200 flour or something like that. And I don't have a millstone yet, so I'd have to make it by hand, and that's a little rough for my Minotaur. For more Psycasts, I went a different route this time. I went with Protector first. So I got Word of Healing, Word of Immunity, Focus, and Word of Immunity has been pretty nice. It doubles pretty much your immunity gain speed for a few days. That's been good. But then I swapped over to Wild Speaker because I figured we are kind of connected to nature. We're meditating at anima trees and stuff. And I still can't build a throne, which is annoying because I can't increase my my title. without a throne. So we got Bramble Maze, which is basically useless. Prop Burst, which creates just an area of random crops. I used it, but I think I used it in the middle of winter for some reason, and they all died, and that was really dumb. I wasn't thinking too clearly. And then I got Word of Animals, which allows you to either calm a manhunting animal or tame an animal, which is potentially pretty good. We could save and actually try that on the Goldilocks, now that I think of it. Where is that big golden bastard? 31% success chance. Here we go. You got this, Morg. No. You got this, man. No. Okay. Well, that's why we saved. So I've been watching. I mentioned, I think that last video. I've been watching this guy DDR Jake, who does these really long plays of Rimworld. I don't think he's even done that many. But I've been watching this one from when he did Biotech. And he plays like max difficulty. And he picks like hard biomes. He's on like what is it called? The something bog. It's like the icy bog or something like that. Like it's a very cold biome. And he plays on max difficulty, and he plays with no kill boxes, and he plays very practically vanilla. He's got a handful of quality of life mods, but otherwise he plays vanilla, and he has no interest in playing with mods, which is mind-boggling to me. And what's really crazy is that he plays almost like exclusively at normal speed. Like, I've seen him speed up a few times here and there, but most of the time he plays on normal speed. And that's because the amount of micromanaging that he does of his colony is crazy. Because when I think of Rimworld, I think of just, like, sitting here, like, my hand off the keyboard and mouse, and just, like, watching at max speed for a while, you know, as they just buzz about. And, like, that's Rimworld to me. But I mean, part of it is he's playing on max difficulty. So it's a lot more intense. And during combat and stuff, like he's like 80% of his combat is just paused as he's giving very specific instructions to all his colonists. But yeah, like I can't imagine like actually managing it that much, because that seems kind of like Rimworld wasn't like intended for you to micromanage that much. That's why there's so many tools, and that's why you can't take like direct control of your colonists and stuff, because you're meant to sort of be a macro manager of things. So that's probably why I'm not very good. I don't micromanage. All right, so workbench, which gives nothing, but this is from Progression Production, so this was merged over from the Medieval Overhaul. But he must have left the tech in for some reason, so he must get something out of it. But yeah, siege equipment, here we go. So we got wall-mounted arbalist, which I can make, mounted on a low castle wall to grant cover. While reload speed leaves a lot to be desired, arbalist has an extremely long range, provided there's line of sight on the target. Okay, so it's a 4-second reload with 39 range. And a 1.8 second ranged cooldown, but I don't think that matters with the reload. So really once every 4 seconds. And this is from Medieval 2. It fires just regular crossbow bolts. But I mean, it's pretty good. Well, yeah, the damage isn't amazing. The penetration's pretty solid, but the damage isn't amazing. Okay. Then we have the Ballista. An ancient military siege weapon in the form of a crossbow mounted on a wooden construct. Bolts fired from the machine explode into splinters on impact. And it fires javelins. Now that's much more like it. 28 damage for a regular, 29 stab damage for a heavy, with 20 apparel damage. 48 fucking blunt penetration, but 8-second reload. And this is from Furniture Expanded Security. So, an even slower thing, but this will fucking slaughter pretty much anything that comes down that bridge. Okay, and then there's the catapult, which is a ballistic device used to launch a projectile at great distance without the aid of gunpowder or other propellants. In use since ancient times, catapult has proven to be one of the most persistently effective mechanisms in warfare. So this fires boulders. 12-second reload, but 250 damage with 100 blunt penetration. All right, well, yes, this will kill anything that it manages to hit, but also a 42-second range cooldown. Okay, so yeah, you're not firing this often. It has a 500 range, so I think this is like your early sort of mortar. I think you can fire this over walls. And we could line up just like a few of these for when they first come in. They do require 80 steel ingots and 350 planks, but yeah, not bad. So I think the ballista is probably what we want at the front. And I think we should make it kind of sturdy. So let's make it out of clay. Yeah, that's not symmetrical, and it will bother me until the end of time, but it is what it is. I guess I could... well, hold on. I guess we could do... If I want to do two side by side, could do that. I don't know if I have enough steel for that, though. No, I don't have enough steel. Eventually, I should. Getting steel is apparently kind of tricky. You have to, like, write a book. You have to write a book on how to do it. But one will be good. And then we'll need to make javelins. Yeah, I don't know how you make heavy javelins, but normal javelins, 5 of them, 22 steel. Jeez. They don't make it easy on you. Yeah, okay. Damn. I need steel. Luckily, the Empire, the Republic, they do sell steel ingots, so we're gonna hope to purchase a bunch of those. So we should, before we leave, probably should have my Minotaur make some products out of wool. So it's a question of what's gonna, like, sell the most. I mean, it might be togas. Let's just see. Someone has probably put together an Excel spreadsheet, actually. A cloth tribal wear is worth 98 baseline. Cloth toga is worth 114 baseline. Heavy tribal wear 130, but does take 10 more. Maybe heavy tribal wear is the answer. Tribal fur cloak. 134, so it's slightly improved. Let me just... Here you go. Someone put this together 8 years ago. So this is value by work. So as far as what we can make, yeah, but it's from 8 years ago and doesn't have obviously any modded stuff. So it's like I can't. It's not. I mean, the only thing I can make on this list is tribalware. So it's not really a great comparison. For example, it's generally accepted that crafting armchairs is more profitable per resource than clothing. Oh yeah, the DDR Jake did say that he makes bedrolls to sell. So like this sheep double bedroll is worth 320, for example. Normal size excellent is worth 180. I can't make armchairs. I can make sitting cushions though, but that's only worth 99. But yeah, I could do bedrolls actually. So what he did that I saw is he just like did this, you know, and just like made a bunch of them. I will say, the thing about watching him play, his base is just, oh god, it's just horrendous. Like, I'm not the type of like, you know, like a Stardew Valley kind of player where everything's got to be decorated and pretty and laid out perfectly. But he's just on the opposite end of the spectrum, you know, where it's just everything is just brutal utilitarian. There's no flooring of any kind. Every building has the corners cut off for the minimal amount of resources required. He has one room basically for the whole place. All the beds are just lined up next to each other. And like it's just like, oh my god, I can't play like that. So 290. Yeah, that's pretty damn good value, I gotta say. How much does this weigh? 3.83. Alright. So they're a little hefty, but not too bad. We used up too much steel. Alright, well, we'll be heading out soon. Psychoid brewing would be pretty good, or I can get basic blades, but I really want to get mostly Neolithic. I gotta get 75% of Neolithic done to move to medieval tier. As for my faction, so I get another cornerstone. Normally, this is set at 100%, but I was like, I got too many mods, so I dropped it down to 75%, which probably also is still high, but I think it's fine. Sure, let's just do Psychoid. Alright, then let's do the same thing. Actually, how much sheep wool do I have? Alright, we'll make just a few. This list. Alright, so did the workbench unlock anything? Not that I see. I mean, it might... Oh, I have a fueled smelter I could make. That's something. Yeah, I can start grilling. I actually am not getting that much meat, to be honest. Like, sheep are not phenomenal sources of meat. 105. Let's see, for a ram. Yeah, 105. Whereas a muffalo, 336. I actually specifically chose not to get multiple muffalo because I was like, I already have so many animals. I thought I'd be drowning in meat like my last playthrough. But no, sheep don't produce that much. And there isn't really much benefit, I guess, to doing sheep instead of just muffalo, because I could get milk as well. And I do have that whole variety thing, so I kind of want variety in my food items. But it seems harsh at this point to just cull the entire pen and swap it to muffalo. But if I get that fucking Goldilocks ever, I mean, that's the bee's knees. Look at that, 560 meat if you butcher one. What's their growth time? Yeah, 79 days. Yeah, they're not going to be spiraling out of control. Yeah, in the last playthrough, I was using the Thunder Rocks, I think is what they were. They were like Muffalo, pretty much. They were like a Muffalo variant. So I got milk from them and wool and a fuck ton of meat. So yeah, if I went the Muffalo route, which is pretty classic, I'd be swimming in it for sure. And there's still Muffalo on the map. I mean, it's still an option. But I think my bigger problem is crops. I probably should have had Piffy go into plants more. Oh well. Notorious red foxes. Like, this is the quest I get. 5 man-hunting red foxes. And I could learn gunpowder. I didn't even know gunpowder was in here. But I guess, like, really rudimentary muskets or something. Alright, let's do it. Usually when I do these, I just lock my doors. Like, I just forbid the doors so no one leaves, and then I just wait for them to calm down. But I guess we could try. They're gonna die to all my traps. 100%, they're just gonna die. I don't want to do that now, but okay. Yeah, I have a lot of bone. Because I mean, I do butcher a lot of animals, so I made all my spike traps out of bone. I also made all my chairs out of bone. I put in a nice noble chair at the head of the table, but there's no way to... I think, yeah, there is a mod. There's absolutely a mod where you can forbid anyone else from sitting in a chair, except for one colonist. I may have to get that. Especially once I get, like, a throne or something. I don't want assholes sitting in my throne. I'm gonna head out, but I gotta wait for these foxes now. Hours, so 5 more hours. Okay. So let's get everyone involved. Again, I'm pretty sure they're just gonna die to the traps, but you never know. We'll get our best shots out front. Now, will they... You think they'll shoot each other in the back? Think that'll happen? Well, that's assuming the foxes ever make it around to the front. Yeah, so much for advanced combat AI, huh? Yeah, alright. It was worth a shot. Republic road shaping. So I could start researching it. I was actually hoping to get it from one of the senators, like get a discount or whatever. So we'll still hold off just for the moment. Ooh, beekeeping. Yeah, that is pretty nice. It's very medieval. We can make mead and sweet rolls. I mean, that's just so perfect. It's not Neolithic, it's medieval, but I gotta go for it. I'm tempted to just send the Minotaur out there and see how he does. He came in wearing fucking iron plate armor. And he's got a masterwork steel halberd that I got for a quest. So he probably could just win. And I guess this is kind of cowardly. Yeah. Dude, it's nice when combat extended works in your favor and your enemy's attacks just bounce off you. Feels good. Feels real fucking good. There you go, we got 6 exalted medicine. Pretty good. Pretty damn good. Alright, yeah, fuck it. I got a grill, I want to grill meat. So, I guess let's tame muffalos. We already have a male. So let's get the female. It'll be a slow process, but... I mean, for them to breed. But that's alright. That should be humps. Yeah. It's funny that we're like ranchers without any animal skill, but it works out. Oh yeah, so another mod was UI not included, which lets you really customize the UI a bit more. You can have a top bar, you can adjust the tabs however you want. You can have like widgets like this, and you have this nice bar down here with like a hot bar, which has really been pretty nice. Rather than going into architect menu constantly and digging in, like, yeah, this should be part of the base fucking game, I think. And then I did find that armory mod that I was talking about. Specifically a mod called like Armory Tab or something. And lets you kind of view everything. Pretty much every stat you'd want. The only thing missing that I would like here is if it was one-handed or two-handed weapon. That would be kind of handy, because some things you'd think would be one-handed are not one-handed. I think the pickaxe... Yeah, like pickaxe... I guess, but... Yeah. But still, I mean, it's been a very handy mod. And then also the numbers mod which lets you see numbers, info at a glance about pretty much anything you'd want. If I want to know the aiming time value of all my colonists, there you go. Damn it! I fell asleep. Alright, let's do this. Actually, wait a minute. Do I want to do this? Yeah, because this isn't like the Dryads. This is literally just a benefit. Okay, they left. I don't... That's not good, right? Okay. I mean, he automatically leveled up. Good. So now I can get Manhunter Pulse. Drive animals in a large area into a manhunting rage, lasting a minute. Considered a declaration of war if it affects the animals in a caravan. Or Tree Sprout. Yeah, I think we'll take Manhunter Pulse. That sounds excellent. Okay, and I think we're ready to head out then. So, one more mod that I grabbed was like Fernie's Easy Caravan Creation. Where basically now, if there are no enemies on your map, when you form a caravan, it will just instantly form it. They don't have to go and grab the animals and the items and go to the edge of the map. They just go, which is honestly really fucking nice. So we're just going to send Morg with the Muffalo. Just by his lonesome. He can handle it. It's not that far. And we're going to sell all the rawhide. I think I have to pick up... Yeah, I think I have to pick up... Okay. We have to pick all these up. So uninstall all these. There you go. And we're on Muffalo, Morg, Rawhide, and... Oh, is it under... Right, because they're travel supplies, because you can use them. That's right. Maybe I didn't need to pick them up. Okay. Good. Good. I don't think we really want to take much else then. I can sell my ice that I froze. I froze it thinking there was going to be a good way to like refrigerate stuff or freeze stuff, like a you know, like a more balanced way. But I think it just refrigerates, and it's really not great. Well, it required like iron or steel, which I didn't have at the time, and yeah, I don't know. Also, it's really heavy, so maybe not. I could take some weapons. I could take some clothing. I don't know. I mean, this is probably enough. I'm actually going to take the rest of my silver because to bribe the senator, it takes 1,000 silver, which is a little tricky when you don't ever get merchants to come to you. All right. Well, sure. I guess I'll take. Boom, he's gone. He's moving, baby. Just wait till we get a road going. Compacted steel. This is just gonna give me steel ingots? Holy shit. That's juicy. Sky steel, sandstone. That's it. That's a lot of steel ingots. That's almost too easy. Also some onyx deposits. Hey, he's almost there. Boom. Trade. No, he's not willing to buy the bedrolls. Fuck. He'll buy my ice and my rawhide, though. I should have checked. I just assumed. We could get in on that donkey game. They're pack animals. They don't give anything but meat, though. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not really worth it. Well, I can buy steel ingots, but I just got that whole mine, so maybe it's not really worth that at the moment. Yeah, I mean, I guess mostly we just want dollar bills. Okay. And then we can go to the senator screen, and now I can bribe one, and we want I think I was hoping to get the bronze working, because bronze would be very nice to get too. And global skill learning speed increased by 5% is pretty nice. This is a written language, which I already have, I think. Research speed increased by 5%. It's not bad. Cement mixing, also not bad. Global work speed increased by 10% if in positive mood. Also pretty good, I gotta say. Crematorium, global work speed increased by 5%. And Tyrian research with thoughts on environment, hot and cold, halved. Instead of -8, for example, it's -4. They're all pretty solid. I'd like to have all of them, and hopefully we will soon enough. You know, if I had $5,000, we'd have all of them. And then, if you get all 5, you get road shaping. Great. And every so often, a random research project that's achievable by the player gets automatically unlocked. Yeah, that's all pretty good. But we gotta start somewhere, and we'll go with this one. Bribe. So we get bronze working just automatically completed. That's good. And the senator actually joins us, which is kind of weird. Gaining favor will have a senator. Losing that senator will force you to impress a new one. As such, you should aim to keep them alive. Once you gain favor of all 5 senators of any republic, the perks are yours forever, no matter what happens to the senators. Okay. I didn't really want another person at this point. I've actually been terminating Retzich's pregnancies now because I didn't want another baby. But, I don't know, maybe he's okay. What's he got? Alright, he's got critical shooting. Okay. He's also a crafter, not that I really need it. All of his skill learning is going to be blunted due to that shooting. But I suppose he's got a great memory. But she's a coward, yeah. And she has no talent. But even having no talent still gives you a mood benefit and some stuff. Okay, she's not amazing. And if I'm eventually going to have 5 senators, what I might do, if I get all 5, if I collect all 5, I might send them all out to an outpost. I don't know what kind of outpost. It doesn't really matter, but just to get rid of them and have some benefit. But I gotta keep her alive until I get all 5. She was worth $1,000. So we'll make this purrs. And I actually was going to build a hospital, so I guess we should do that. Let's see here. Oh, I can actually build normal walls now. Holy shit. So this is an impassable half-glass wall, capable of holding up a roof, but more fragile than a normal wall. It does not block light, providing a growing bonus to plants near them. Slowly refills people's outdoor need. Provides a growing bonus to plants near them. What does that mean? Why would plant... So, am I meant to make a greenhouse out of this? Is that what you're saying? If it doesn't block light. I'm not sure. I really am not sure on that. Oh, also we can build castle fucking walls now. Damn. 1,100 hit points. Due to its height, it's weak to explosions. And castle wall embrasures. 1,300 hit points for 10 blocks. What the fuck? These are just better. But I guess you can get shot through them. I got too many things to build. Right, I just wanted log walls because it uses raw wood. No, we'll just put it here. You know, just a very... It's actually probably a bit too long. 5 is a pretty good number. We'll go there. There we go. That is our hospital. And then we can move this over there and fill that with heal root and put in... Space is not occupied, but okay. Okay. And put in passive cooler and heat stones. I know, it's weird, but it, you know, covers all the ground. Okay, back to the real world. So that's done. What about you guys? Well, will you buy my bedrolls? I don't even know what section it would be under. I'd assume it's under buildings. So it does not seem like they would buy it. I could have sworn I had a mod. Maybe this is the mod. Yeah, I mean, I assume it would be under buildings. Okay, and then there's the Minotaurs. Yeah, it does not look so hot. I wish I could just search their whole section. Damn. Okay, well, this might be a modded issue, you know, that... Because he definitely made bedrolls. And other people recommended armchairs, so there must be some people out here... But how far the fuck would I have to go? Can't imagine the Western Republic's gonna buy it if the Eastern Republic didn't. That's not how things work. I mean, I can't even trade these. I just want someone to buy a bedroll, and I want to see bedroll in someone's list. No joy. Yeah, I'm aware that I'm not a knight. Thank you. No one's buying bedrolls. Fuck. Okay, well, who sells... Hmm. So he has a... I don't know. He's shown it a number of times on stream, but I don't know if it's linked anywhere. He had like a spreadsheet of what all the merchants would buy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Now I feel like I wasted... I mean, I guess I can just deconstruct all this. And we could have just made togas. Because they would definitely buy togas, right? No! They don't even buy togas. Okay, then it would have to be tribal fur cloaks. They would buy those. Oh, this is the Shattered Empire. Whoops. Where am I? Here. No. Okay, they do not buy togas. They've got no interest in that. But so tribal fur cloaks. They will buy. So we'll have to remake all this shit. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. I could go here and kill 2 people to get 367 silver from House Sanguine. I assume I'm already enemies with House Sanguine. Yep, very much so. They have a natural pope. Chris Grease Hitchens. Imagine if they had announced that guy as the new pope. This is a sort of save moment. I probably can handle 2 guys, especially if I can, like, whip some animals into a frenzy, but usually they don't have many animals on these maps. Boy, she went native real fast, didn't she? Slapped on that deer headdress. So bronze working. That's pretty great. So I have to... Here, make bronze. So that's 10 steel and 1 stone. And that will get you, I think, 20 or 25 bronze. So it's basically a way to extend your steel supply for the purpose of, like, weapons and armor and things. You can use it as a building material, but not for things like the ballista, which we have now. It is pretty glorious looking. Can't wait to have 2. So I should set, like, a wicker basket here to hold javelins. Yeah, we're getting all that steel now. So much. So good. Now we just need a raid. Beekeeping done. Excellent. Ooh, I could get a cheese press to go with all my milk. Yeah. But I really gotta stick to Neolithic as much as I can. Textile spinning would be alright, or food condiments. We can get that hot sauce going. Medieval hot sauce. Salt is pretty nice and important for condiments and stuff. So, yeah, let's do food condiments. I always like doing a lot of food stuff. Just enjoyable to me. Alright, let's see how it goes. He's got an iron pole hammer with 10 melee skill, and he's wearing an iron heavy hauberk. That's not good. All we have on here are some raccoons, wild pawns. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna really, although that is an exceptionally high armor value. But really poor armor penetration, which is expected. I don't even have enough. I don't even have enough focus. Alright, I have to disable my neural heat limiter. So it's 90 neural heat gain. It may cause a psychic breakdown lasting days. Yeah, but it might be my best bet. So it's just in an area around me, or no? Oh, okay. That's... I definitely will be inside of the range, but... I don't know. Are there even any animals in there? We got the boom rat there. We have... Okay, raccoon right there, and raccoon... raccoon all the way up there. We have a rat up there. We have another rat over there. Squirrel all the way in that. They're all in the corners. Except for this one raccoon. Is that worth risking a psychic breakdown? Okay, well maybe... Let's pop up here. I have to have line of sight, unfortunately. It's done. I mean, I probably should go in and try and kill him while he's doing this, right? But I don't want to fight this thing. If he's not beating it, I'm not beating it. So really, we're better off just waiting. There you go. And now it calmed down. Yes, we won! Ha-ha! Incredible. We get their gin. And their pole hammer. And their steel woodcutter's axe. I'm tempted to strip them. I wish they hadn't died instantly. It's all tainted, but I don't know. That's some good shit, man. I don't think I have to strip them. I think it'll show it all on the... Eat your bread. Normal beds. Made out of clay. Yeah, I got better beds than that. And a classical car wreck. How strange. Okay. I'm not quite sure where the silver is. Oh, right in front of me. Alright, then we're good. So now we will reform caravan to go home, unless we want to go to an abandoned... No, we don't want to go to an abandoned lab. We will take their gin. We will take their weapons. We will take the hauberk. Gambison, the heavy hauberk. Steel-padded kettle. The lasso. The braze. Sure. All this shit. Silver. That's about it. That's about it. Oh, the bread. Of course. We're good. Nice! Nicely done. Psycast, baby. I probably would not have ever been able to win that fight otherwise. Why did you pick that as your bed? That's your bed. Inside the house? With a roof? You familiar with these things? Ooh, Hump's masterwork. Nice. Look at how badass they are. Oh, he's making the Epsilon axe that only he can wield as a Minotaur. Trade carts. Yak cart pulled by 2 big yaks. What? Interesting. Carrier birds communicate with other factions. I reroll. We could get stews going. Yeah, it is pretty nice too. Really need Neolithic shit, but I guess we'll grab stews. I like a good stew. So now we can dig. I think we can. Is that in the digging spot or is that in the mining spot? It might be in the quarry for all I know. Gather salt. Okay. Well, let's just get some salt on hand at all times. Also, I can just mine coal chunks, but that's really... It's a lot better to just make it in the charcoal pile. As long as you're in a biome that has a lot of wood. Hey, remember when you were going to tame this thing? What happened with that? Oh, there was a different one you're trying to tame. There's a lot of muffalo here for some reason. Well, get some muffalo. Do your job. Yeah. It was a nice thought, I suppose. trail of shit he just drops. So the javelins were made, they just haven't been loaded, and this hasn't been made. We might be able to, like, dev command or something to send a raid. Just, like, force something to happen. Just because I want to see these ballistas do work. Where the Epsilon axe was made. Yeah, okay. It's pretty good. 110% armor penetration factor. Armor penetration, not stellar, and the damage per second really fucking low because it's really slow, and -5 hit chance and move speed reduction. This one might not be compatible with combat extended too much. I mean, I guess it has a very high base damage. So it is like a one-shot machine sort of thing. Not going to be better than the 24 to 39 damage. Because of his melee skill. Still, I mean, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. It does free up the Masterwork Steel Halberd for someone. I wanted Morg to be kind of frontline with a one-handed, but I haven't gotten a good one-hander yet. If I had a person that was really good at crafting, maybe we'd get a Masterwork. I think we're waiting for just like a Gladius or something. So then beyond that, Triol's pretty good melee, but his... Oh, this isn't a good weapon at all. It does give a bonus to plant harvesting and stuff. I guess I need another recurve bow for you. Assuming I ever get you in combat, or assuming I ever do a combat. Quite the assumption. All right, Humps, you got this. Damn it, 16% chance. Horrible. A research bench. Excellent. So I can make stews. Yeah, I was gonna make this whole building bigger. I made this way too cramped at the start. Because it's pretty tight in there. Clear all. Manufactured medicine. Important. Good. Good. I just don't want to build too much because I want to make sure crops are coming in. Production. Slop pot. A gruel pot blending flavors from generations past into a timeless culinary adventure. Ragu pot. Fondue pot. They all say the same thing. There's also a stew pot. You can cook delicious soups. That one's kind of expensive unless I want to get into bronze, which I do eventually, but for right now, this slop pot sounds very entertaining. Oh, it's huge. They're all kind of huge. They're all too big. I gotta make this bigger. Damn. Okay, well, I can make the grill, though. Clay grill. That'll be nice. And bees we can get into now as well. There's so much to build. There's so much to do. Ah, Rimworld. What are you wearing? It's tattered. Why is that forced? That doesn't have to be forced. Well, I didn't force that on you. We gotta fancy up the hospital a little bit. I can do steel tiles now, but that's a little too modern of a look, I feel. A nice wood is probably good, or we could get the bronze. Extra clean rooms. Cleanliness enhancing properties. That's a lot of bronze. That is not a lightweight project. 552 bronze is not nothing. So probably stone, like a mosaic. Or wood is satisfactory. It's a little too bathroom style, I think. Alright, we'll do that. Good old dry thunderstorms. And we do have 624 steel now. That seems like a lot. A grizzly bear is hunting Tiffy. We don't like that. Oh god, it's a coming. Ballistas don't have any ammo. Will she make it? She made it. Piss off, grizzly bear. You're no friend of mine. Oh. I mean, he might be able to handle it. I guess. One shot my ass. Boom. Went toe-to-toe with a fucking grizzly. Not too shabby. Javelin. No viable ammo found nearby. What? Does this use a different javelin? This. Yes, I just made many of these. But they're saying this javelin will also work. Or will only work. One of the... Fine. Well, this is what happens when you mix a bunch of mods and do all the mod stuff. You know. Can I even make that other kind of javelin? I mean, that looks like the image of what you're talking about, but it's not... Oh yeah, okay, that's it. Okay, and you make them 5 at a time. Good. Man's doing well. He's learning. He's not learning too much crafting. I guess he doesn't like going near the, doesn't like going near the Minotaur too much. Oh, the grill. Yeah, cook simple grill. Cook fine grill. So it's heavy on the meat, light on the vegetarian. Which, if we get into Muffalo, that's probably the direction we want to take things. We can also just grill sausages, if we make sausages, but we have to have herbs for that, spices. Grill skewers, which require a lot of meat and some salt, but that's a nice little mix. And rocks roast. Very specific thing. Okay. Well, we're not ready for that yet. We got to get the Muffalo going. And how's Humps doing with that? And look, I'm riding one of your own kind. Look how good life could be. Damn it. Okay, what about the other Muffalo? Go tame these Muffalo. Housing a noble. 16 honor. Providing royal prerequisites like a lavish bedroom. Yeah, we are so not ready for that. I can't even make a throne yet. Hey, we got it. Alright. Alright, we'll skip taming the other ones. We'll let them breed. Now you shall fuck. Alright, we're loaded. Yes. I mean, I feel like I'm somewhat combat ready. Research bench. Very good. Very good. There you go. Spatha. Nice. Okay, let's get rid of that though. So now you can get the proper research bench, and we'll make it out of bone like we try to make everything out of bone. Okay. There you go. This one I took from the prefab catalog. I haven't been able to utilize many of these because they're all kind of for industrial stuff. But this one looked pretty nice. I don't have... I actually can make these shelves, though. Now. And yeah, we should put in another torch. Where was that shelf? Fuck. Rustic furniture. Yeah. Large research shelf. Let's put that in. And put in a shelf just to complete the look. Nice. She made it herself. Now you're researching, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, Tiffy's... Oh, yeah. Tiffy has fucking double passion. I forgot. Yeah, I probably will have to upgrade this at some point so they can both research at once. Okay, let's make this real quick. Let me micromanage. Plus 10%. Excellent. Yeah, 84% research speed factor. At this stage of the game, with what we got, that's pretty nice. So definitely an upgrade from what we were doing. This isn't a usable shelf or anything. It's just for aesthetics. But if it's just for aesthetics, why can't I just have it with books? You know? Like, why not just fill it with something? Why does it have to be empty? Alright, so now we have some dried meat. There it is. So, oh yeah. Refrigerated for 2.5 years. So, yeah, it's pretty good. You put in 200 meat, you get 160 dried meat out of it. But then you don't lose the meat, like, ever. So, I think it's worth it. It is manpower to go over there and do that, but that's alright. Let's get some... boy, I got options now. I got a lot of options. Condiments. What do we want with our grill? Our grilled shit. Do I need some spices? Hot sauce? I think... I can't do hot sauce yet. I can't do a lot because I haven't gotten, like, the next step of agriculture. So we can make a lot of the stuff, but we don't have the ingredients. And we could get into sugar. Mint. I think maybe allspice. Let's do. Little herbs. Some herbs and spices. Look at her researching now. 650 a day she's averaging. Oh, she's currently at 1,700 a day. That's if she does nothing else. But yeah, 680 a day is very nice. Everything's looking up. Everything is looking up, up, up. Retsich is pregnant. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, we're really doing good, but I don't like having a stupidly big colony. It's not for me. So this is now the 3rd pregnancy. And yes, before you say anything, I do have it set to avoid pregnancy, but, you know, they bang a lot. They're both, like, in their early 20s, so they're banging. It happened. But It's just like a -5 mood debuff for a little bit and takes a little bit of medicine. Oh, he's not even spending medicine. There you go. So, where? Oh, now she gets a mood buff. Now she's had it. She doesn't want any more kids anymore. She's sick of having her pregnancies terminated. I don't know what they do to her in there, but it's probably not super pleasant. Now she has an uncovered groin. Why are you not wearing pants? I have a toga. Especially because I'm gonna have to bring in, you know, 4 more senators before I can kick them all out. So it's gonna be a whole thing. Why are you not wearing pants? You just refuse me? Oh, wait a minute. Does this cover... This covers legs. What's wrong with this? Oh, she really wanted the parka. Yeah, the parka is sexy, but we don't really have anything that works. Well, I guess just normal tribal wear, right? Because it's all outer layer, but the normal heavy tribal wear, or light tribal wear, or regular tribal wear is all skin layer. Whereas the toga, for some reason, is skin, middle, and outer. It's everything, which makes it honestly kind of shit. And the cloak is outer. And I guess I just don't have any good regular heavy tribal wear. I have it set at 1 per person, including equipped. And I thought this would set it to... Oh, no, I think I have to set this. Wrong thing. This is the ingredient list. Okay, well, there you go. That'll solve that problem. And I should put in a mending table so we can actually fix up some of this shit. Alright, I mean, pretty much the end of the video. Business is going to continue as usual now while I keep trying to get the rest of the senators and stuff, and hopefully eventually get a throne room so I can start increasing my title. But let's see if I can't force a raid or something. Force an event. Let's see. Generate... Execute raid with faction. The cave snakes? That sound viable? Or the bone reapers? Well, yeah, the bone reapers. They're close by. Let's just see. Oh, a point system. I don't really have a good understanding of how many points is bad, but let's say 250 points. They will prepare for a while and then attack. Okay, there's your 250 points. There's 9 of them armed with various steel and horrible things. Now this is where if I had my catapults, I would just start bombarding them. Actually, that's a good idea. Let's try and build... I got plenty of bone. Let's just put a bone catapult out there and see what happens. Yeah, I know you're just gonna go out there anyways, but I don't want you to. Focus on building the bone catapult. I also need ammo for this thing, don't I? Boulder. Cut stone chunk into boulder. Where's that done? Oh, probably here. No, not at the stone cutting. Can I even make boulders? Is this a foolish endeavor? Apparently, I cannot make boulders. Could have sworn I saw it somewhere. Oh, this was throwing chunks, but that's not the same thing. This is for, like, ogres throwing rocks. So no, I can't actually make the fucking boulder yet. Well, what does it take to make that? I wish it told you. Oh, the stonecutter's table. Really? I didn't get that? Oh, there it is. Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Where's Humps? Slaughtering a cow. I don't have anyone else that can craft or construct. Here, you can construct. I'm not gonna get this done in time, but be cool if I did. Let's try to get one made real quick. Oh, there they are. No, we didn't even get this done. Not even close. Okay, well. Oh, here we get to see what they're doing. Okay, so we definitely have some going around the backside to try to break through. We have some going through the side, and they are doing quite a lot of damage to the side. We have none going to the front. Okay. So, in that case, we should just go to the side. Others are going all the way around. I guess that's a good thing. That's sort of the point of this strat. Man, they broke through that quick. The point of the wall strat is that they will spread out. You know, so you only have to fight a couple at a time instead of the whole raid at a time. The thing with the combat AI mod, though, is that they tend to group up. So it sort of defeats the whole thing. What's my strat here? I mean, we do have blocks there, but it's kind of close. I mean, this is really good to learn, though, because like I said, I have not gotten a raid before. So I did not know what to expect. I mean, this is definitely the point where they're going to come through. So... lassoed him. Well, Morg's doing pretty good against this. They're not firing jack shit, though. Nice, good. A little execution there. Ooh, trio went down hard. Shit. What is happening? Why are you attacking? No, why are you shooting that way? You idiot. Oh no, Retsich. Okay, it's done. Fuck. Okay, good. Mostly good, I guess. The injuries painful, but we're still here. Yeah, okay, that's good. Execution, good. Leave an opening for Tiffy to shoot. Is she out of arrows? She is out of arrows. I guess go pick up some arrows. Nice. Good. Oh, that's a weak spot. That's a weak spot and a half. We've suffered a lot of losses here. I'd rather him come to me, but he's not gonna come to me, is he? Yeah, we should go deal with that guy. Seems like they're retreating a little bit, or repositioning. This guy's gonna break through. Oh god, no. They're fucking gonna... He's on the move, man. He's on the warpath. Nice. Execute him. Okay, good. Man, they're hardy. Because they're fucking undead. Don't you have any better arrows you can grab? Go get those. Okay, Dara is fleeing in a panic. Oh, and they're fleeing. Okay, good. We won. We just got to deal with this asshole who's going to break his way out. Okay, and how are our people doing? He's bleeding out in less than an hour. We can't stem the tide. Because, fuck. Stop healing her. Oh, there's medicine right there. Oh, shit. Got this. You got this. Just stop the flow. You're going nowhere. Oh god, he's running fast. Oh, the ballista! How did we do here? Bleeding out in 1 hour. Where are you going? No, 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 you're not done. You're not done. Man the ballista. Oh, oh. He's triggering them all. Oh, he's dead. We got him. We got him. How's Triol doing? No, no. Damn it. Fuck. Damn. That almost makes me want to reload because that wouldn't even happen, except I forced it to happen and I picked a random number. I mean, we did pretty well, all things considered. But yeah, it's because I set fucking Humps to heal Retzich, and she can't heal while being healed. So he just kept healing her until she was fine, but then Triol was dead on the ground. Fuck. I mean, he's not one of our kids, but he was my cook. And he was a damn good cook. So we'll just take that as an example of how things could go. Since that wouldn't have happened without dev mode. So I think we learned some lessons there. In that they will just take the easy path through the walls. They were dealing 40 damage a shot to these walls. So, yeah, I need to upgrade to the castle walls that have like 1300 health. Yeah, I would say it's a bit of a bummer that this is really never going to get used. Unless they spawn up top, then they might use it. They might go down that path. But I did put in a mod specifically designed to break kill boxes. So yeah, they're just going to come through your walls. What's really a bummer is that I had a mod called Walls Are Solid, where you can't just do 40 damage to a wall with every shot unless you have specific breaching weapons. But it has a soft incompatibility with this combat AI mod because the units don't realize that they don't do as much damage without breaching weapons. And so they'll just sit there and try and break through your walls. Which is not... What it should be is if they didn't bring breaching weapons and they recognized that they can't break through easily, they should just try and go through, like, the kill box. But then it's like, at that point, why do you have the mod, I suppose? But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the point of the mod is that you're not supposed to rely on walls. You're supposed to be fighting in the streets, and fighting in your pillboxes. I don't know how well the mod is designed for a medieval-only playthrough. I can remove that mod mid-save, so it might come to that if I get some more raids and I don't like it. Like, it's just kind of dumb. But, I don't know. I mean, we did technically win that raid, and that was... I don't know how difficult that raid was meant to be or not. It seemed Like, it could have been tricky. They were capable of killing my people. So, at least this looks cool. You know, it looks formidable. But, yeah, in the future, I'm going to upgrade to the castle walls for sure, so they're really beefy. And that'll give me more time to get in a position. And we'll also probably put in some embrasures here and there so that I can shoot out. Because Tiffy was seemingly doing some pretty solid damage with her bow. I was surprised. As for Theseus, probably he's better off with the Masterwork Steel Halberd. Yeah, and I definitely need to make, like, steel arrows for everybody. There's some other fun arrows, though, like the venom arrows, which I did make. I don't know where they are. You can make rot stink arrows to inflict dangerous infection. Fire arrows. If I can get my hands on some promethium, which I can get, I think, by growing... I don't know if Blaze Bulb makes promethium or FSX. I wish I could see. What was I growing here? Soybeans. Soybeans. There they are. Let's see, flame arrows. Make flame arrow promethium. I don't know if it'll list it here. No. So I don't know where I'd get my hands on promethium, but it's possible. It would be pretty good. Otherwise, yeah, venom arrows coated in toxin. They use heal roots. That could be pretty good. Not against the undead, probably. I'd probably just want steel arrows. But yeah, I should have all my archers equipped with steel. It's a big difference. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna leave it off here again. Give you, this nice update of where things have gone and where they're at. I will continue researching, continue trying to get senators into my colony and into my favor, and hopefully get a throne room going right in this region here. Big throne room, probably using one of the the scorpion turret. Doubles as a semi-automatic heavy crossbow. One of the prefab. Let's see. Castle Nobility. So, like, here's an Acolyte throne room. That's pretty satisfactory to start. But then the Knight throne room. Not bad. Praetor throne room. Very good. Baron, Count, Archcount, Marquess, Duke, Archduke, Consul, Magister, Despot. What's fucking Despot? Look at this shit. Insane. That's what I want someday. Maybe. To be clear, I'm not actually buying these and just dropping them in. I just put it down as a blueprint and then built it. Because, yeah, so... I mean, I could just buy it. You can just spend silver, but I need every silver I get for the senators. So I'm just putting it down as a blueprint. All right, yeah, good stuff. We'll see if I ever get raided, normally. We shall see. I imagine it'll happen at some point, unless... I sort of maybe get why I'm not getting raided. I don't get why there's no merchants. That's sort of been frustrating me, but... if they don't want to come to me, I'll go to them. It's fine. Sparta. Yeah, I should be making... I don't know. I should be making bronze. but bronze isn't as good. All right, anyways, my name is Mangg. This has been Rimworld Road to Royalty, and I'll see you fine folks in the next part.